Welcome to the YouTube channel Captivating Home, your cozy destination for vintage decor inspiration and dreamy home transformations. If you're obsessed with the timeless beauty of French country interiors and looking to refresh your home from spring to summer, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into enchanting Annie Sloan Chalk Paint ideas that bring old-world charm with a fresh seasonal twist. We'll guide you room by room from your front porch and outdoor spaces to your entryway, living room, kitchen, and beyond, showing how chalk paint can magically transform your space. With a few strokes of a brush and the right palette, your home can feel like a sun-drenched farmhouse in Provence. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you don't miss out on our upcoming home tours, DIY projects, and vintage decor ideas. Let's begin this beautiful transformation, one brush stroke at a time. One, French Country Porch Makeover, a charming welcome. Let's start at the very first impression, your front porch. Annie Sloan Chalk Paint makes it effortless to create a weathered, rustic look that whispers elegance and warmth. Use old white or duck egg blue to repaint a vintage bistro set, adding antique touches that reflect the countryside charm of southern France. Enhance the door frame with chalk-painted planters in muted pastel tones like Antoinette or Versailles, filled with spring blooms like lavender or geraniums. These details invite a breath of fresh seasonal air while staying true to the vintage aesthetic. Don't forget to chalk paint an old wooden sign with a warm welcome message. Pair it with a reworked vintage bench in French linen to offer a cozy spot for sipping morning coffee. Your porch becomes the opening chapter of your French country story. Two, Outdoor Dining, Rustic Elegance al Fresco. Next, let's elevate your outdoor dining area into a rustic paradise. Annie Sloan's graphite and cocoa create an elegant base for a farmhouse table makeover. blending earthy charm with classic French refinement. A distressed finish adds depth and a sense of history to your outdoor setup. Revive metal garden chairs with chalk paint in Louis blue or Paloma, followed by a light sanding to create a sun-faded patina. Finish off with clear wax to seal and protect against the elements, ensuring your decor stays timeless and durable through summer gatherings. Complete the transformation with a chalk-painted cabinet or bar cart for hosting brunch or evening drinks. Decorate with mason jars, enamelware, and floral linens to add the perfect countryside charm for seasonal celebrations. Three, Entryway revival, from dull to dignified. Moving inside, your entryway sets the tone for the rest of the home. Chalk paint is perfect for breathing life into a tired console table or vintage mirror frame. Try country gray or olive to give pieces a collected over time look that feels both personal and curated. Add character with a repainted coat rack or wooden bench in Emile or old ochre, topped with woven baskets and linen cushions. These additions make the entryway feel both functional and beautiful, hallmarks of French country decor. A chalk-painted accent wall using Paris gray can bring softness and warmth without overwhelming the space. Paired with gold-framed vintage artwork and dried florals, your entry becomes a serene welcome into your spring to summer retreat. 4. Living room softness, a painted vintage oasis. In the living room, chalk paint can completely redefine your furniture and ambience. Use Annie Sloan's original or cream to update your coffee table, armoire, or bookshelves for a bright, cozy feel that reflects natural spring light. Transform a flea market fireplace surround or wall shelf into a striking focal point with Aubusson blue or Henrietta. The velvety matte finish of chalk paint adds softness and pairs beautifully with vintage brass and lace. Complement your chalk-painted furniture with floral slipcovers, jute rugs, and hand-painted clay pots. These textural contrasts create a layered, authentic aesthetic rooted in French heritage and seasonal renewal. Five. Kitchen details, culinary country charm. The kitchen is where function meets heart, and chalk paint helps blend those beautifully. Give new life to tired cabinets using cream or old white, and distress gently for that authentic time-worn look so loved in French country homes. Chalk paint your wooden stools or vintage hutch in Provence or duck egg blue to introduce subtle color and personality. These tones echo the springtime palette of sunflowers, olive trees, and lavender fields. Open shelves painted in soft neutrals and styled with ironstone, copper pans, and herbs offer a lived-in look that's both charming and functional. Annie Sloan Chalk Paint brings softness and ease to a well-used space without sacrificing elegance. Six. Bedrooms in bloom, romantic and serene. When it comes to your bedroom, chalk paint helps craft a tranquil, romantic sanctuary. Try painting a vintage headboard in Antoinette or French linen for a soft, feminine feel that reflects the season's lightness. Refinish bedside tables or dressers with Paris gray and highlight the details with white wax to emphasize the carvings and moldings. The result is subtle and refined, perfect for a restful spring to summer transition. Chalk-painted picture frames, candle holders, and even lamp bases unify the room's decor. Combine with flowing linen drapes and antique florals to complete the French country narrative where vintage charm meets seasonal elegance. Seven. Bathrooms and hidden corners, small space, big charm. Even the bathroom and forgotten corners of your home deserve a vintage refresh. Use Annie Sloan's Paloma or Versailles to repaint a storage cabinet or tall rack, turning ordinary pieces into charming features. An old chair painted in Emile and placed beside the bathtub creates a spa-like atmosphere. Add folded linens, candles, and a vase of seasonal flowers to make even the smallest space feel luxurious. Don't overlook hallway nooks or stairwell landings. A repainted accent table or gallery wall of chalk painted frames can tell a story of spring renewal throughout every inch of your French country home. (8) Guest Room Revival. Welcoming vintage comfort. In the guest room, make your visitors feel like they've stepped into a serene countryside escape. Use Annie Sloan's cocoa or cream to chalk paint an antique dresser, adding glass knobs or iron pulls for that quintessential French vintage touch. Refresh a tired wooden bed frame or daybed with old violet or French linen, layering it with crisp white bedding and floral quilts. The color combination feels soft yet rooted in timeless country charm. Add a chalk-painted vanity or writing desk in duck egg blue beside a lace-curtained window to offer a space of reflection and comfort. Small additions like these create a storybook escape for your guests. 9. Kids' Room Whimsy, soft colors with character. The children's room is a perfect place to bring whimsical charm with chalk paint. Use light pastels like Antoinette or Louis Blue to transform toy chests, shelves, and even miniature chairs into treasures that grow with them. Reimagine a bunk bed or vintage crib with old white or paloma, then distress lightly for a fairy tale feel. This technique adds depth while still being delicate and dreamy for a child's peaceful haven. Add a chalk-painted mural or framed chalkboard in Aubusson blue for fun and functionality. Not only will the space feel cohesive, but it will also inspire creativity and calm, a perfect blend for little ones. Hallway highlights, bridging vintage stories. Hallways often go unnoticed, but they're the arteries of your home's story. A chalk-painted console in country gray or Versailles can turn this transition space into a visual delight with vintage photos and dried lavender bunches. Add chalk-painted gallery frames and coordinating tones along the walls, mixing ornate flea market finds with simple farmhouse styles. Use graphite, original, and old ochre for a mix of bold and soft accents. Finish with a narrow bench painted in olive for functionality and flair. Styled with a cushion or throw, it transforms the hallway into a cozy nook filled with rustic charm and thoughtful details. (11) Mudroom Makeover. Function meets vintage form. The mudroom doesn't have to sacrifice beauty for practicality. With Annie Sloan's chalk paint in French linen or Paris grey, repaint cubbies and benches for a fresh, rustic finish that hides scuffs and embraces character. Old cabinets or lockers can be renewed with Aubusson blue for a bold statement, pairing perfectly with brass hooks and hand-woven baskets. This turns everyday storage into vintage elegance. Add a chalk-painted wall organizer or key holder in old ochre to maintain function while echoing the countryside aesthetic throughout your home's most used spaces. (12) Laundry room refresh, vintage utility chic. Let's not forget the laundry room, a space that benefits greatly from a touch of paint and personality. Use original or cream-on cabinets or folding tables for a brighter, lighter space. Repaint open shelves or storage bins with duck egg blue to inject soft color and charm into your daily routines. Add apothecary jars, enamel containers, and vintage baskets for stylish utility. A small chalk-painted stool or step ladder in olive makes the space more functional and cohesive. With minimal effort, your laundry room becomes another charming stop on your French country journey. (13) Fireplace focus, the heart of the home. In any room with a fireplace, the mantel becomes a visual anchor. Annie Sloan Chalk Paint allows you to highlight this feature with classic tones like graphite or old white, giving the structure vintage depth. Distress the edges for a soft, worn-in feel and accessorize with candle holders, repainted corbels, and antique frames. The chalk paint's velvety texture makes even the most modern fireplace feel like a historic treasure. Coordinate surrounding furniture like a coffee table or bookcase in complementary shades such as cocoa or Emile to tie everything together. This becomes the warm, soulful center of your French country home. 14. Vintage accessory accents. Detail makes the design. No French country makeover is complete without thoughtful accessories. Use leftover Annie Sloan Chalk Paint to refresh items like candle holders, picture frames, trays, or mirror edges. Try layering techniques. Start with old white, then dry brush Louis blue or Provence on top for a time-worn, layered patina. The smallest pieces, when painted, make the biggest impression in pulling together the theme. Create seasonal vignettes with painted crates or repurposed window panes, all featuring soft spring to summer hues. These finishing touches speak volumes about your personal style and attention to detail. (15) Seasonal transitions, decorating through the bloom. Finally, embrace the transition from spring to summer by rotating seasonal elements within your chalk-painted spaces. Swap out heavy textiles for lightweight linens, and add florals in painted vases or jars. Use Annie Sloan Scandinavian Pink or Versailles to add late spring warmth to trays, bowls, or decorative stools as you move towards summer's golden tones. These subtle changes refresh your decor without major overhauls. Your French country home now tells a seasonal story, one where chalk paint carries the narrative through color, texture, and vintage character. It's a romantic, ever-evolving expression of home. Final thoughts. Your French country canvas awaits. Thank you so much for joining us on this delightful journey through French country home charm with Annie Sloan Chalk Paint. Each room, each detail, and each brushstroke builds a story of nostalgia, romance, and cozy elegance. If today's makeover inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow home lovers. We'll keep bringing you vintage decor ideas, seasonal transformations, and styling tips for every space. Until next time, remember your home is your canvas. Paint it with love, personality, and a little bit of French soul.